Hey Scorpio, what's up? Welcome to your April reading. I hope you're all doing very, very, very well. We're going to be seeing what messages want to come through for you guys, get you some insight, guidance, see what you can expect for this month coming up. If this reading is helpful or insightful, please let me know by leaving a like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for 63,000 subscribers. Hey, I'm so grateful for each and every one of you, whether you are returning or you're new here, welcome. I hope that you find this message or these messages helpful on your journey, alright? Anyways, how you doing? We just had that solar eclipse in Aries. How you feeling? How you doing? We have the Phoenix. Someone commented on last week's reading because we had the eagle come out. An eagle is one of the first signs of ascension, or like the first steps of the ascension process, and we were commenting and we were talking about, like, wouldn't it be crazy if next week's reading we have the Phoenix? Shout out to you if you're watching. Hey, we called it. You and we called it. Wow. So the Phoenix. Scorpio, you are in your energy, and I need to make my screen brighter because it's actually very dim. I can't see myself. I can't see the card. Okay. So, month of April is definitely going to be an interesting time for you. Whew, there is a clearing. There is a burning. There is a smudging, even. Some of you could be doing like a smudging ritual. I honestly am getting the image of like burning things. You could be burning letters, burning papers, burning pictures, burning bridges of the past. It could be energetically just in the air, symbolically speaking, or you may actually be like literally burning through things in your life that have been holding you back. It's showing here how divinely protected you are and how your spirit guides are walking alongside with you as you're transitioning. Yeah, you're in the middle of a significant transition or period in your life where you're like in between two worlds is what it feels. What's going on for Scorpio in the month of April 2025? Cheetah, this is pretty fast. What's this card sticking out? The owl. Yeah, there's some changes taking place very quickly, very fast, unexpectedly. This is clearing of some sort of blockage. Cheetah and the elephant. Elephant is a card that is all about protection and good luck, good fortune. And sometimes it shows up in ways that to us appear to be delays, blockages, setbacks, and it can be frustrating. It can be very challenging, and it's honestly just like a time to surrender and release and let go of the need to have control and let the divine step in. So with the elephant and then the cheetah, it looks like there's this big push forwards for success, some sort of accomplishment here. You're just burning through whatever blockage that you had experienced and whatever that has been just a pain in the ass. It looks like you guys are truly cutting the ties, or truly, it's like a slingshot. I don't know, I get the image of like pulling back the bow and arrow and then shooting. I wonder if this is, oh my goodness, I was going to look up the dates before I even started your reading, but then I just cleansed and I shuffled all my decks and I didn't even think about it. I didn't even bother looking up like the new moon of this month and the full moon of this month. I didn't even get it. I just jumped right on in. I got ahead of myself. This is kind of the energy of getting ahead of yourself even. But just rolling with it, because when you feel guided towards this place, this person, this path, this idea, this vision, sometimes the less the better. Sometimes it's no need for you to overcomplicate things. Sometimes it's just when you feel it, do it, go for it, say that thing. Just don't overcomplicate it, or don't get in your own way, basically, is what I'm seeing with this. Get out of your own way. Let your intuition guide you. Intuition is coming through so strongly here. You're getting some sort of download or insight about the necessary steps or action that you need to take today, tomorrow. Your plan is now falling into motion. At the bottom, we have the horse, we have the moth, and the golden egg. I do feel here, whatever it is that you are planning for, whatever it is that you have been preparing yourself for, it goes better than you expected. I think here This could be bringing up matters of the heart, as we do have the golden egg, and this is your heart center. This is your emotions. This is what you have a lot of love for. And with the moth, sometimes it brings in a little bit more of a heavier or pessimistic approach, or looking at the glass half empty. Think of the grass is greener on the other side, you know, that kind of thing. But it's showing here that it exceeds your expectation. With the horse is all about accomplishment and winning and success and victory. It talks about expansion. Also, look, the third eye again being highlighted here. Your intuition is guiding you towards the most successful, the most fruitful outcome. But yeah, I am seeing underneath golden egg with the frog, things could be getting emotional during this time, where you're feeling just heavily charged. Very intense stuff that you're dealing with. I'm gonna put these cards here. Y'all like my amethyst I got? It's funny because on this is new, by the way. I got it from a small business, and it's so fucking cool. But it got lost in Australia. It's a whole story. I was supposed to have this like 5 months ago, and it got lost. And anyways, there's like this little piece that broke off. I put it in my pocket, and it was actually sitting like this, and then it broke off when I took it out of my pocket, and I was like, oh. So I got I'm gonna take this with me. Put this in my pocket. This one stays here. Anyways, so again, it's like setbacks, delays. You may not understand why, but trust that it's leading towards something better, or it's like pushing you in a direction that you maybe weren't planning for, but it is overall for the very best. Right? Okay, let me move this over. Actually, I don't want to see that. We wanted to see the purple. Okay. All right. Scorpio. April 2025. What's going on for Scorpio in the month of April 2025? What do my Scorpios need to know? Look out for. Be aware of. Oh my goodness. We have the Fool coming out. This is Aries energy. We are in Aries season. Neptune moved into Aries, and this is going to be a very interesting time that the collective goes through. Neptune hasn't been in Aries since the 1800s. So we have some very expansive new energies that we are going to be handling and working through. And we're going to be looking back at these events later on this year. We're going to be definitely reviewing what happened back in April, what kind of themes, what kind of people, what were we dealing with, what did we start back then. So keep in mind, whatever it is that you're initiating, whatever it is that's beginning this month, seem to be part of the bigger picture, the bigger story that's unfolding that is important. It's kind of like when you're studying, when you're in school, and the professor, the teacher just like, pay attention, because this is going to be on the exam later on. Not now, but down the line, this is going to be important. And you're like, okay, I better really pay attention. So that's kind of how I'm feeling with this Fool, is as you're being guided into this whole new world, right? We see it's a mermaid about to step on land. We all know what happened with the Little Mermaid. Maybe it's a love story for a few of you. But with the Fool, this is showing that you're transitioning into a new way, a new life, a new experience, a new environment. Some of you are starting a new job. This is a big time for you. This is a very big deal. And it seems like you're very receptive and open and excited. At the bottom, we have the King of Swords. So you're going in with precision. You're pretty serious. This King of Swords, definitely a very serious, icy undertone. This seems like, let me see, King of Swords and the Hierophant. Some of you are actually going back to school. You're studying something, or this is a new change in your career. Like there's this advancement here, and there's contracts, there's commitments, there's something that you have been really practicing, preparing yourself for. We have Taurus energy, by the way. So I'm seeing something around Taurus seasons taking place. This is very serious. So far, it feels serious stuff. What's going on for Scorpio in the month of April? We have the Emperor, Aries energy. We got double Aries out here. This is hilarious. We also have the 10 of Wands at the bottom. So it's like whatever it is that you're doing requires a lot of effort, a lot of strategy, a lot of dedication. This is something that is taking a lot of like mental willpower as well as even physical for some of you. The things that you're doing is requiring a lot of physical strength and endurance. This shows here you have a lot on your plate this month. You're carrying a lot. You're very busy. You are accomplishing a lot, but are you overworking yourself this month? Because it kind of looks like it so far. I think you're going to have to, some of you, it's like about managing your finances a little bit more wiser, a little bit more smarter. We have the 10 of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. It sometimes feels like there's a lot of pressure. We also have death underneath the Knight of Pentacles. There's something that's slowly dying out or fizzling out for you, Scorpio. It's a process, but slowly and surely it is being cleared out, or the baggage, the heavy weight is lifting. So that's good. But there's like something you have to take accountability for, or it's like you're taking the crown, you're taking the throne. You seem to be in a high level of authority, or you might even be dealing with people of authority. Some of you are dealing with cops, or like a judge, or maybe it's your landlord if you are renting. There's just like someone you could be seeking for some sort of guidance or counsel or support. Like the way that the girl, the woman in the Fool is moving towards the Emperor, it's like she may actually be receiving some sort of assistance. Or for those that are in a early relationship, or maybe it's not early, but you haven't met your partner's family, there's something about that, or like a masculine energy. You could be dealing with somebody who's very serious or intimidating, or if that's how people are seeing you during this time. We have the 9 of Pentacles, which is a card of independence. Seems like there's something you're going at alone or by yourself here. Wheel of Fortune at the bottom. So there's progression in your independence. For some, you are moving out. If you have been living with people, living with family, living with roommates, living with a partner, perhaps this is a time where you're branching out into the world, doing things on your own for the first time. This is a necessary step for you in your independence. It's showing here that you seem very calm and confident within this direction, which is awesome. With the 9 of Pentacles and the Emperor, I'm seeing that I'm connecting with somebody who is financially stable, financially independent. You know, you got your bills are paid, you got money saved, you got money for a rainy day, you can treat yourself to the nice finer things. It just seems like it's a very luxurious and supporting time for you in terms of like your material world, and even like your health and wellness, fitness, things like that. It seems like you're really just really stable and you're healing. You may actually be drawn to a place near water, whether that be like a lake, a river, an ocean, or even like a spa, maybe going to a swimming pool or a jacuzzi, hot tub, steam room. Like, I don't know, I'm just getting these visions here. We have the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom with strength and the 6 of Wands. You may have some sort of someone's helping you win, or someone wants to see you succeed. It seems here that there could be help here that is allowing you to grow together in a way. So if this is about like a friendship or business or romantic relationship, there's someone who really wants to see you win, and someone who wants to take you to the top, or you want to help take someone else to the top with you as you're rising, as you're succeeding. It seems here that you have a lot of support, Scorpio. We even have a 5 of Wands underneath the 6 of Wands. The 5 of Wands in this deck, they're all working together. They all have the same goals, the same ideas, the same purpose, basically. And so I see that you are calling in and attracting like-minded people, like-minded souls who can fight against the cause. Even 5 of Wands, 5 of Cups. There's people that you really resonate with on such a deep, like a profound level, where you can all come together in the face of like crisis in a way. This sounds so dramatic, but it's like if things are like the troubled times, and when people are going through it, community is what really gets us back and gets us growing and gets us doing better. So this is like an energy of rising up, rise up, like revolutionary kind of stuff. And this is actually activating the end of a toxic cycle, or a very dramatic cycle, or an emotional cycle, or it's just like emotionally heavy, very challenging times. But this is coming to an end, or you and a bunch of people who are like standing up for the greater good, or for a greater cause, or greater purpose. Oh my god, this reading seems very like expansive. It feels very expansive. Feel like, because when we look back at the cheetah, I feel like your energy is radiating. You're like this strong magnet, and you're attracting big change, not only in your life, but the people around you. You're just like this, like, catalyst. I got the image of a catapult, you know, like those old the little catapult, or not even, no, what's the thing called? Where it's like a cannon. Yeah, I'm seeing honestly like a cannon, but like you are the cannonball, and you're just being shot and exploding, and like just creating all this, like this ripple effect, this huge ripple effect. So new responsibilities, you guys. New responsibilities, new gains. What's going on for Scorpio in April? We have the Four of Wands coming out. Also Magician at the bottom. You got a lot of fire in this reading. So the next full moon we have is in Libra. I don't remember the exact date for that. Like I said, I didn't even have a chance. I just jumped right on into your reading and forgot until now, or a few minutes ago. But so the next full moon that we have will be in Libra, and this does talk about like a time to rest, a time to relax, a time to celebrate a possible break or vacation. Some of you are going on a trip, or you're planning a trip around then. But yeah, it's like, make sure you connect with your loved ones. Make sure that you take time out for the people you care for. Make sure that they're a priority, right? You don't want to, I see that you're so hardworking this month, and you have a lot of like responsibilities and projects you're working on, and you are kind of keeping to yourself. You do have this independent solo energy, but definitely make sure that you carve time out for your loved ones. Otherwise they feel like left behind, or they feel forgotten about. So this is a nice way to remind them that you still think of them through your day, you still care about them, you still really see the value as their amazing friend, family, lover, partner, you know, like making sure that you still have that quality time and you don't lose that connection, because the connections are so important. But it's good to it's really good to have that independence. It's really good to have those healthy, like, okay, you can be doing your thing, I'm doing my thing, and we know we both still love each other, and like, you're busy, I'm busy, or I need some space, you need some downtime, but like the love is still there. That's very important to have, and that's very healthy, and that's very good, very healing too. But I am seeing like a getaway, or like a retreat. Some of you are going on a retreat, or you're going somewhere just where you can ground and be with nature, be with yourself. Again, I'm really seeing like a body of water somewhere nearby. Maybe you're going to the mountains, or you're being called to the mountains. I know I am. I'm planning some trips for this year, and I'm so excited. We have the Magician, 9 of Swords, and the 10 of Pentacles at the bottom. Yeah, remember what I said? Make sure that you take time out to spend with your loved ones, so that they don't feel forgotten about, so that they don't feel like you are just like slipping away, because there are some people here, probably family. 9 of Swords and the 10 of Pentacles. There may be like a family member, like a mother or father, or even grandparents, if they're still around. They could be a little concerned, or like they haven't heard from you in a while, and they just want to know that you're okay. Maybe you feel a little bit of pressure or anxiety from them, or you feel like you don't want to let these people down. You just have so much on your plate. You have a lot of responsibilities you're trying to take care of, and what's this though? The 9 of Swords. There is something from your past that could be haunting you, Scorpio. What's that about? This is either like an old version of yourself that you feel is like creeping back up, or you're being reminded of an old time. There's like these triggers. What are these triggers? Who or what is triggering you? Is this just self-sabotage here, or what? Anyways, that's a lot of cards at the bottom, so I don't want to spend too much time on that. I'm gonna get one more, and then we can clarify, get deeper messages. Thank you. Hermit, Virgo energy, and the Knight of Cups at the bottom. Yeah, see, I get this vibe, like, the Hermit, you are keeping to yourself in I was gonna say October. What? October, what? Little flash forward, huh? I was talking earlier in this reading, it was like what we're beginning this month, we're going to definitely be looking back at later on this year and be like, hey, remember what happened in April? Nudge, nudge, wink, wink, hint, hint, like, so Virgo energy, shout out to any Virgos tuning in or anybody with Virgo placements, right? We had that lunar eclipse last month in Virgo. We'll have the second half of eclipse season in Virgo season, so shout out to our future selves, hey, if any of you come back to this reading around then, hey, right? Maybe I'll be like, hey, go back to the April reading, the first one I did, like, it might make more sense, or maybe there's a revisitation. It's like, hey, future selves, right? Hey, so Hermit is calling you to go inwards. There are some things that you may need to do some shadow work on. There's some loose ends, there's some healing to take place, there's some clearing, there's some stuff coming up about more of your romantic relationships, or this is where you need to take a closer look at who or what you're attracted to, the qualities that you're attracted to in a person, and whether it's a good or bad thing for you, right? Sorry, I'm congested today. Whew. But yeah, so Hermit and the Knight of Cups. There's someone here who could be at a distance or who could be at an arm's length, and you're thinking about them or they're thinking about you. There's a lot of this romanticizing. There's a lot of this dreamy. Now, that's also Neptune energy. Neptune moving into Aries. Things are going to get spicy. But yeah, there's this... like blurred lines. There's someone here who puts you out in the cold at times, and then what is that about? Because we have a Ten of Cups reversed at the bottom, so Knight of Cups with the Ten of Cups reversed and the Four of Pentacles. So someone playing hard to get. Someone here, this could be with a water sign or an earth sign, but there's someone who is playing hard to get or nonchalant or just acting like they don't care when they do. They really do. Someone here really does have a lot of love for an individual, but that Ten of Cups in the reverse is showing that it's either like fleeting or it's unrealistic, or it's like something about this seems either superficial or like it couldn't actually happen. There's something that feels more of like a fantasy than an actual reality. There could be someone who's fantasizing about someone who's unavailable, whether that be in like an actual sense, like someone is unavailable, they are not reaching out, they are not communicating, or this is someone who is taken, maybe this is somebody who's married, this is somebody who likes the other sex, like who knows, but there's someone who refuses to make a move because of some circumstance that's keeping them from actually expressing or wearing their heart on their sleeves. We're gonna look into this, don't you worry, we will look into this. But yeah, some of you could be dealing with a Virgo who's being like that. Alright, well, let's see. Let's look into the Fool. Let's see what you're beginning. Let's see what you're starting this month. The Fool. Oh, I was gonna call you Aries. Shout out to any Aries watchers. Tell me the Fool for Scorpio. Why is the Fool here? This does not want to shuffle. Okay, bet. Why is the Fool here for Scorpio? We have the Star in the reverse, Aquarius energy, which also the Fool is Aquarius, Aries, and Aquarius. Why is the Fool here? We have the Chariot and Justice. So yeah, I mean, like, there's something that goes a lot better than you expect. With the Star in the reverse, there's something about this new beginning that you feel either doubtful about, you feel like it's out of reach, you think that it's unrealistic, or that this is just a fever dream. There's some part of you that looks at this like it's unattainable, or it won't be successful, or you don't really have hope in this. Yeah, Ten of Swords at the bottom. It's like you've made peace with like the fact that something's over or done, or it's complete, it's finished. Like there's no way that this is ever going to come back, or it won't ever be the same, or it's like you've made peace that, yeah, this is done, this is finished. I don't have any confidence in this ever existing or something like that, right? We have the Chariot, which is talking about you moving forwards confidently. This is about overcoming obstacles, which we kind of touch on that with the elephant card and the cheetah and the phoenix. It did look like, you know, if you experience any rejection, it's all part of the redirection process, and it's actually a lot better than you could ever even imagine right now. It will exceed your expectation. And I do see that because we have the Chariot and then Justice showing that there is a win-win outcome, or it's like there's a positive outcome that you didn't really think was possible. You didn't think this was possible, Scorpio, with the Star in the reverse, Chariot and Justice. Things are going exactly the way they should, whether you recognize it or not, or if you have doubts about it, that's okay, but just know that this direction you're heading is leading to a much better outcome than you could even imagine. At the bottom, we have the Ten of Swords, the Six of Cups, and the Five of Wands. It does appear here, there is an ending here that took place. This is how it already happened. It's showing that this is in the past. The Six of Cups is bringing up energy of the past. Ten of Swords is showing that this is already finished, it's done, this isn't anything that you're moving towards. I would say if you are going through an ending this month, it's temporary, or you'll probably revisit this somewhere down the line this year, okay? But it's like there's this struggle with this Five of Wands. There's some sort of struggle of, like, okay, we have the Knight of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. Is this loving someone from a distance? Or that there's still someone you got love for, there's someone who still has love for you, Scorpio. Someone still has love for you, or someone can't seem to move on. Five of Wands, Six of Cups, Ten of Swords. Although there is some nasty betrayal or significant ending and a heavy, heavy loss and a broken heart, perhaps. This could be even between childhood friends or someone that you've known for a very long time. The Five of Wands is telling me someone has not been able to move on or get over this, or there's like these lingering feelings or emotions. There's still this, well, I'm hearing blame. Someone still blames you still blame them. I don't know. So I just see here that there's this restlessness somebody here has. This is you. You can't avoid it. Or remember when we seen that Nine of Swords earlier? It's like, what is this thing from your past that's haunting you? There's something that seems to be popping up here and there, and you should pay attention to that. There's a significant reason why that's coming up, and there's more to play out. And so why is the Emperor here for Scorpio? Okay, so we have these cards, a bit of a stack. We have a Queen of Swords, a Three of Wands, Strength, and the King of Swords. So now this is bringing up a connection between two people and a conversation to be had between two individuals. We have Leo energy over here. This King of Swords is very similar to the Emperor. Very stern, not to be fucked with, somebody who means business. They're very serious, they're not joking, they stick to the facts, they're very analytical, they follow the rules. Can be sometimes a little demanding, or like, didn't I say intimidating earlier? Yeah. And the way the Strength card's looking over at the King of Swords, I feel like the Strength card is coming from the Three of Wands, Queen of Swords individual. So you have a feminine and a masculine. You decide who's who. If you resonate more with the masculine energy, cool. If you resonate more with the feminine energy, cool. But we have a Queen of Swords. Notice how in the Three of Wands, there's like these birds flying towards the Queen. So I feel like here, let me hold this up. I get the sense that this King of Swords is initiating something with this Queen of Swords. There's like a conversation possibly about the future or future plans. What is this? What is this? The Wheel of Fortune at the bottom. So showing that there's progression. Six of Pentacles, also the Nine of Swords. So it looks like whoever this person is that you're dealing with, you're on the same page with them. You both have the same outlook, goals, visions, coming to the same terms and agreements and reaching mutual understanding. I think that there's like worry or fear that the other felt differently or wanted something else, but it's like you're actually both on board with one another. You're both actually on the same wavelength, same page. So that's good. And I think that's being known or becoming known in the near future. There's a choice you made recently. In the recent past, you made a choice, Scorpio. And now this is not like the fallout, but this is the next step of that. You know what I mean? And so why is the Nine of Pentacles here? Because you might actually like need some time to just kind of sit on this or feel it out. Need some time to just decompress. Why is the Nine of Pentacles here for Scorpio? Oh my goodness. Okay, so we have the Fool coming right out. Full circle moment, and then we have these. We got 5 cards. I don't think I want to take all those. Let me try again. All right, we have the Ten of Pentacles reverse with the King of Cups. That fell out on the Queen of Swords. What's at the bottom? The Devil. There's some emotional entanglement. Oh, okay. So, Fool, Ten of Pentacles reversed, King of Cups. Something feels like it's your responsibility, but is it really? Is it really your responsibility to take on? Emotionally, you feel the burden, or emotionally, you feel attached to this. With the Devil at the bottom, Magician, please watch out for any players, tricksters, manipulators, because sometimes this combination, Magician and the Devil, represents a person who will try to maneuver and get their way no matter what. They'll play dirty, they'll lie to your face, they'll twist the story, the narrative, they will try to make you feel some type of way so that they get exactly what they want. So do look out for that, because this does feel a little suspicious. 5 of Wands. This is showing here someone creating a bit of drama, perhaps. Bit of a manipulative energy, and someone being able to kind of pull at your heartstrings here with the King of Cups. This fell on the Queen of Swords. So this is now where you do need to really use your discernment, Scorpio. Really use your discernment, especially when you're dealing with this individual, this King of Swords person, because I do think, going back to the strength, this is someone who possibly takes advantage of your kindness, but they don't offer the same kindness in return, or they're still very like cold, hard to reach, detached, very just dry, even like a cold, dry energy. And you're very, with the strength card, you're very warm and compassionate, understanding and supportive. And I think that this person possibly took advantage of that before, and they think that you will just fall back into that old way. Ooh, my stomach's kind of starting to hurt. Take that as a sign. It's gone now, but I just kind of got a pain in my gut. I feel like you gotta listen to your gut here. You gotta trust your freaking gut here, because it does seem like, where did I put the card? Oh, no, it was these 3 cards that came up for the Nine of Pentacles. It feels here like, don't take me as a fool. Don't take me as a fool. This seems like there's a foundation that's not stable or solid. This could be an opportunity to rebuild the foundation, but it's like, is it worth it? Is it worth rebuilding? Or are you just getting sucked back in because you have a lot of love here? You're still very kind, caring, compassionate, patient, and you tend to see the good in people. You tend to see the best, the light in people. You know what I mean? And that's where things could get messy. With the Devil, Magician, Five of Wands, this is now where someone could actually be a big distraction in your own purpose, in your own plan, in your own life. Somebody here could be distracting you from what your actual calling is. So do be careful of that. All right, what's this Four of Wands about? Four of Cups. Queen of Wands. Let's see. Why is the Four of Wands here? The Sun. Leo energy coming through. We also have Pisces at the bottom with the Moon, which is eclipse energy. The Moon and then the Sun. This is showing here that there are some people who definitely want your attention, definitely want your love, want your affection, want your energy. This could be representing someone that you, let's see, the Moon, Six of Pentacles, Two of Cups. Well, this is now switching gears. This is where we're switching gears. I feel like this reading's a little bit all over the place. I'm sorry, it's just how it's coming through today. It's the eclipse energy. It's showing here that there's some people that are extending their cup, their love to you. And I guess if it doesn't speak to your soul or doesn't light you up, pay attention to that. The things, the people, the offers that come in that light you up, that get you excited, that's what you need to pursue. That's what you need to go after. That's what you need to invest more of your time and energy into. That's where you should settle down. That's where you should enjoy it, lean into it. If it doesn't speak to your soul, if it doesn't give you that optimism, that happiness, that good vibes, the warm fuzzy feelings, then it's probably not in alignment for you. This feels pretty good. I would say this feels pretty good. At the bottom, we have the Moon, the Six of Pentacles, and the Two of Cups. So feel it out. Feel it out. But it needs to be reciprocal. It needs to be this nice back and forth, balanced, respectful, caring, gentle, supportive energy. It's got to be on the same wavelength, the same page, you know? And it does look like, for the most part, you got connections, relationships here that are embodying that energy, but you're gonna have to really feel it out. Like, does that make sense? The Moon, the Six of Pentacles, and the Two of Cups. This is also an energy where if you are dealing with somebody, this is getting clarity on what their intentions are. But if anything, I see it mirrors whatever your intentions are. Two of Cups and the Six of Pentacles, this does feel like it's very balanced, healthy, understanding, supportive, good. It does seem pretty good here. So, listen to your gut. And why is the Hermit here? Why is the Hermit here? You know, people who respect your boundaries, people who recognize like, hey, Scorpio needs some alone time. Scorpio needs a moment to themselves. They're not going to take it personal. Those who do take it personal, that's where things can get a little dramatic, chaotic, and even manipulative, right? If you set a boundary of somebody and they have a problem with that, do you really think that's someone you should spend more time around? We have the High Priestess. How about the Hermit for Scorpio? And we got these cards, a lot of cards. Oh, look at here. Wow. First of all, the High Priestess coming out with the Hermit. This is where you're just so tapped in, energetically, so in sync with just knowing things instantly, knowing things before it happens. Like, you're just so receptive to what meets beyond the eye. I can't speak. I had a tickle in my throat. If there's something you need to say or speak up about, you'll know when to say it, you'll know when to call it, you'll know when to address it, right? That little tickle in my throat chakra being activated. So then we have the Nine of Pentacles, the Emperor, and then the Nine of Wands. So we have same cards that came out earlier, Nine of Pentacles and the Emperor, Nine of Pentacles, Emperor. Then we have a Nine of Wands. So this is really where you do have to set those freaking boundaries, put your foot down. This is where you do need your alone time. You are focusing a lot on your money, your career, and just your own personal goals and investments. And that is something that is a big priority for you. That's something that you should not take lightly, or something that you should just sweep under the rug, or, you know, put aside for the sake of someone else, because they're lonely and they miss you and they want your attention. Like, fuck that shit, right? So stay focused on you, and like, you're just winning. Honestly, you're just winning. This is something that you have been working on behind the scenes, or you've been very low-key about. Keep that up. I'm seeing that this is massive accomplishment. Like 999 seems to be showing up a lot in your reading, Scorpio, so I would not be surprised if you start seeing that number. I actually seen that number yesterday. I rarely do see 999 or like 777 or like, you know, the higher up numbers. I don't normally see them, but yesterday I did. I was like, whoa, that's rare. That's rare as fuck. So same wavelength, same fucking wavelength. Maybe the 9th of March could be important for somebody. Stick to your plans, stick to your goals, and set a good impression, or not really like that, but just, I feel like you could be leading the way for other people. When we look at the Emperor, he's like building this bridge. He's got this map in his hand. Or we look at the 9 of Wands, it's kind of like you could be doing setting the tone, setting the target, breaking the record in a way, leading the path for others to follow or to be inspired by, something like that. Oh fuck, we gotta go. I'm like talking, it's been like 40 minutes and I don't really remember what this reading is about, but keep rising up, keep doing you. Seems like it's a very successful, positive month ahead, pretty good vibes. Don't fall for people's manipulative ways, behaviors, games, none of that shit, and you're good, you're solid. And just stay focused on you. I seem like this month is a lot of like focus on just like you, locked in, no distractions, or clearing out anything that is distracting you from your purpose and calling. So does that make sense? So Scorpio, that is what I got for you. I love and appreciate you. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you later in your next reading. Bye.